The federal government sends billions of dollars to our state to help rebuild after a hurricane. With a changing climate and increased housing development, more property owners will need that federal help not once, but possibly several times. In fact, Florida ranks third in the country for repeated flood claims. More than 26,000 properties in the state are considered repetitive loss properties, according to the Natural Resources Defense Council. Repeat flood victims do get top priority when applying for grant dollars to help lift or modify their homes to prevent future damage. But applying for those funds is already difficult, and experts worry that cuts in federal spending will make it even tougher. When Lori Davis showed us the damage Hurricane Helene caused in her Sarasota County home last year, she couldn't hide the heartbreak.
I'm speechless. It's like again and again. So tired of going through this and losing everything.
Tired because Lori says her home has flooded 6 times since 2021.
36 inches.
Her property and flood insurance pay to fix the damage after each storm, yet her frustration is growing. Shortly after Hurricane Ian, she started searching for grants to help her pay the nearly $250,000 it would cost to elevate her home. She's still waiting to find out if she'll get any of those grants.
It shouldn't take this long.
Lori and her husband Nathan want to hang on to their Southwest Florida home, but their house near Venice is in a flood zone right off the Mayaca River. And picking up before and after each storm has taken a toll.
I told him after Milton, I was like, I don't know if I can take this anymore. He would never want to go back to Ohio, but he said that's something that if possible next year, if we don't hear from anybody about this grant.
Lori says they've spent more than 1,000 hours filling out applications, gathering paperwork, and checking their application portals every week.
Taxes are a lot easier when you have 3 different grants that you're trying to apply for. It all gets mixed up.
These grant programs are often funded by FEMA and managed by the state or local governments. Lori says the application process is cumbersome.
You have your insurance adjusters that come out and inspect. You have FEMA inspectors that come out and inspect. Why do I have to keep proving to you when you were here and you've seen it? That's so frustrating.
Noah Taylor and his team at Sarasota County's Stormwater Department help residents apply for these grants. He says it can take a year or 2 to get through the paperwork on the front end. The back end can be tough as well.
You have to submit receipts and progress reports throughout the entire thing, and FEMA and the state will nickel and dime every single thing. So if you're using aluminum nails versus steel nails, they're going to want to know why.
Taylor says few people apply because of financial barriers. They'll need some money up front.
Because it's a reimbursement program. So they're unwilling either to take out loans or move in that direction.
Davis is hoping she'll get money from a program called Resilient SRQ. She had hoped to qualify for another program, Elevate Florida, where the homeowner comes up with 25% of the cost and the state covers the rest. But she's been struggling with bills.
We are waiting for FEMA to reimburse us for everything that we have lost and submitted 9 months ago, and that's the money we're using to pay for this because we work just to survive.
Taylor says there are homeowners like Lori that could benefit from federal dollars in Sarasota County.
We went from a little over 300 repetitive loss structures last year. Since the storms, we now have 500 more.
Despite the need, Taylor doesn't know what the future funding of these grant programs will be. The Trump administration is cutting billions out of the federal budget, including at FEMA. What is the future of those programs?
Very uncertain, I think, to put it mildly.
Ethan Fry is with the Florida Policy Institute, a nonprofit that researches the economic impact of state measures and budgets on Floridians. He said there is uncertainty about programs like Elevate Florida.
Funding right now came through FEMA's Hazard Grant Mitigation Program.
Right.
And so the administration announced that they no longer want to provide funding through that funding source.
While Lori supports cuts to the federal government and a more efficient FEMA, she says this grant would change her family's life and she could finally stop worrying about every storm.
You stack up the cinder blocks outside, you get sandbags. We have all of that prepared. It's just, where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? Probably in our vehicles on the side of a road somewhere.
My big girl.
Thanks for watching. We've got more great content for you, from news to the arts to the environment. So be sure to like and subscribe to WGCU's YouTube channel and follow us on our social media platforms for the stories that matter to you.